Danielle joins us now. We got a fair amount of snow over the weekend, a lot of shoveling involved.
Yeah.
And it's starting to melt.
Yes, it is starting to melt. We got about 10 centimeters in Calgary, so not as much as Edmonton. We're going to add to these totals. So yes, we're going to melt off a little bit, but we're also going to see some more snowfall this week. This is a unstable week with, especially for these next 3 days, with a little bit of precipitation here and there. We'll talk about totals expected in just a little bit, but for now, we're sitting at +1 at the airport, downtown at 2 degrees, Tazaa Park also at 2. Big Four Motors, Calgary's original Jeep store and more, is in Tazaa Park. All right, let's talk about the day planner, because for the next 24 hours, what we are looking at is fog patches developing for the evening. There is the potential for a few flurries here and there. No accumulation expected for tonight. Fog patches lasting through tomorrow morning, and then later in the day, we'll kick off with some showers. Could be heavy at times, and then late tomorrow, switch over to some more snowfall. We'll talk more about this in detail coming up, Ian.
Okay, let's admit it. We might be a little bit frustrated with our weather right now. It's cold and kind of snowy and kind of gray, but in a few days, it's going to turn the corner, right?
Yeah. By next weekend, we could be in the teens. And in that longer-term forecast, we'll get close to that 20-degree range.
Wow. But
we're not there yet. And the next few days are going to be more wintry than springy, I guess you could say. Looking outside, we have some cloud cover out there. Fog patches will be developing this evening in many parts of southern Alberta, Calgary included. So we are looking at those fog patches. We're also looking at on and off precipitation as we go through these next 3 days. So don't expect it to be stable and nice and warm. However, we will be warmer tomorrow temperature-wise compared to today. Today, just 1 degree, our little high. Also our current temperature, it's 5 right now in Banff, in the double digits, Golden down to Cranbrook, 8 degrees in Lethbridge and Milk River, and 6 in Medicine Hat and Brooks. So mild temperatures, but for most communities, we're at least a few degrees below normal for this time of year. We have a little pocket here that's tracked through near the Medicine Hat area and basically dying out at this point. But just to zoom out, there is a lot of moisture. This is the core of the system. You can see that counterclockwise spin and moving in stateside especially. Now the mountains are really drying a lot of that up, but there will be some pockets that will make their way over here, and we can expect that on and off right through till the end of Thursday before things really start to shape up and warm up. Let me show you the future cast, and you can see these isolated pockets here and there possible. For tomorrow morning, just looking at mainly cloudy skies and fog patches in Calgary. Then further to the south, those pockets of mixed precipitation already developing in the morning hours. When we go through for tomorrow later in the day, and you check out your timestamp here, tomorrow's supper time hours, we get into the chance of some showers and then switching later in the day into some snowflakes. For Lethbridge, a couple pockets of showers, and same idea, then switching over to snowfall in the nighttime hours. Some of these showers, these pockets could actually be a little heavy at times, and then we're looking at bursts of snow at times. It could be heavy as well. We're going to pick up a bit of snow from this over the next few days. So these are totals that you can expect from now up until about Wednesday morning. Now we'll see more throughout the day on Wednesday, and then we'll see some on Thursday as well. But up to 10 centimeters is certainly a possibility. That's what we got in this last round of snowfall. We could see that over these next 3 days in Calgary, and then 4 centimeters likely in Lethbridge, 7 for Cochrane, and around 8 to 10 for Banff in through the Canmore area. Looking at that longer range forecast, 9 degrees as our high for tomorrow. Again, we're looking at fog patches in the morning, then later in the day we'll get a little bit of rain and then switch over to some snowfall. 0 for our high on Wednesday, 2 to 4 centimeters possible, and then another couple centimeters certainly possible on Thursday, and just a high of -1. But Saturday, look at that light at the end of the tunnel, 13 degrees and mainly sunny.
We just got to get through the next few days. And that is the work week after all, right? Right. And I mean, shoveling can be good exercise. Oh, you have to say that a day before April begins. Oh, and it's not an April Fool's joke, as you alluded to before the break. 1 degree is our current temperature, also our sad little daytime high. 8 degrees is what's normal for this time of year. The record for this day is 21.1.
That's not happening. Okay, we may get to the 20-degree range by next Monday, just to put that in perspective. 9 is our high for tomorrow. Fog in the morning, showers starting closer to the supper hours, then switching over to snowfall, which will be on and off Wednesday through Thursday.
Bit overcast, a bit cool today. Let's connect with Danielle now. Things will get better if we're just a little patient.
Yeah, you know what, Tara? Patience will be key this week, absolutely, because we're looking at on and off precipitation for the next few days. And while tomorrow will be normal temperature-wise, then we're going to take a dip for a couple of days. I will say this, though, by the weekend, I think you'll like the temperatures in the teens and the sunshine that's in that forecast. But it's not in the forecast for the next little while. We're sitting at 1 degree right now. That's our sad little daytime high as well. Fog patches developing tonight and lasting through parts of tomorrow morning. And then later in the day tomorrow, we're looking at showers, especially closer to those supper hours, a high of 9. And then those showers will switch into snowfall tomorrow evening. And then we're looking at on and off snow for a couple of days, and we're going to pick up some accumulation here. I'll talk more about that coming up, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Let's bring Danielle back in now. We did get a little bit of snow on the weekend.
We sure did. When you combine Friday and Saturday for us here in Calgary, we got 10 centimeters of snow. Edmonton got their snow a little earlier than us, a day earlier, and they got anywhere from 22 to 29 centimeters. And in Banff, about 17 centimeters. So on par fairly for what was expected with this last wave of snow. We're moving on to the next wave here. So the next system is rolling through. So you can expect on and off precipitation for the next few days in southern Alberta. Okay, before we get to that, temperatures, sad little daytime high in Calgary of just 1 degree. We should be at 8 for this time of year. We're at 5 in Banff, 9 in Lethbridge, 6 in Medicine Hat, and 8 in Milk River and Pincher Creek. Okay, so we've had a couple little bursts of snowfall, rainfall here and there today. This is just the beginning, really, of what's to come. So you can see the core of that system off in the Pacific, that counterclockwise spin. Look at all that moisture moving into the states, parts of BC. Now, the mountains are protecting us from a lot of this and drying things out, but we will have pockets that will make their way over on and off as we head through these next 3 days, which is why we could see some snowfall totals once again with this next system. I'm going to give you the hour by hour here to just play this through for the evening. Further to the south, little pockets of showers are possible. And then Calgary and west, little isolated pockets of flurries. We'll definitely have fog patches in most communities develop, Calgary and south, for tonight and lasting through parts of tomorrow morning. Now, the morning starts off with just the fog patches. That starts to mix out, and then later in the day, closer to the supper hours, we're going to kick it off with some rainfall. Could be heavy in some localized areas at times, and then we'll get into some snowfall as the temperatures drop below freezing in the evening hours. Same idea for Lethbridge, kicking it off with rain, then switching over to snowfall, and then we're looking at on and off snow really through Wednesday and even Thursday as well. If you count the amount of snow from now up until, well, this shows Wednesday night. These are the totals you can expect. Up to 10 centimeters in Calgary, up to 17 centimeters in Banff. Again, it won't be all in one day. It will be on and off throughout 3 days, but we can see some totals coming up here, and just expect more wintry type weather, wintry driving conditions at times as we go through these next few days. So 9 degrees is our high for tomorrow. So keep in mind, in the morning, yes, fog patches, then getting up to a high of 9. So overall, quite mild for tomorrow. Temperatures pretty much where they should be. Then by the supper hours, about 1 millimeter of rain is possible. And then we switch over to snow. 2 to 4 centimeters of snow possible late Tuesday, another 2 to 4 centimeters on Wednesday, and then another centimeter possible on Thursday. Check out your daytime highs by then. Wednesday and Thursday daytime highs around that freezing mark. If you like the sunshine and the warmer temperatures, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that's for the weekend by Saturday, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. All right. Well, when it comes to agility training, it seems like some dogs, they either get it right away, some little more encouragement.
That's a lot of encouragement.
Oh, this is Butch the Frenchie. He's not the most athletic guy at the park, but he does finish the whole course with a little help from his owner. I mean, she's very encouraging.
Very easy when someone's doing it for you, right?
She is actually moving his legs for him. That's funny.
Do you think he feels good about himself afterwards?
I think he feels fine about it, actually.
I think he feels like he probably aced it out there, yeah.
Well, now to a nocturnal animal who can't wait to start the day.
touch this. Can't touch this.
Happy feet there. This is Carl the Owl. He cannot stop his dancing feet. He loves to bust a move every day.
Well, with that music, of course, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That would be very entertaining to find your owl doing this every day.
Yeah. Do you think he actually hears the music? Or
I bet he hears it in his head, I bet, at the very least, yeah.
Well, that's good.
We'll finish things off with a very sweet treat. Okay, this is cotton candy. So this artist makes fanciful creations with this floss. It's food art, basically. He cuts into it and then he peels back every layer of candy floss that he's just created. And this spectacular flower is revealed from all the layers of his sugary snack.
Yeah, my kids would total that. They wouldn't appreciate the beauty in it. They just
how long would it take them, Danielle?
5 minutes. And then I would pay for it for the next 5 hours.
Yes, bouncing off the walls. Yeah. The choppy run in the markets continued today.
Skywatch weather cam, yeah, we have some clouds out there. So our last round of snow was about 10 centimeters from the pass system late last week. And as we go through these next few days, we're looking at another round of snowfall for us. 1 degree is the current temperature, and that's also our daytime high. Normal is 8 degrees. So yes, we are 7 degrees below normal for today, and we will get to normal for tomorrow, but then things will quickly drop off once again. Okay, there's our high, and our current temperature, 1 degree right now, 5 in Banff, 9 in Lethbridge, 8 in Milk River, and 6 in Medicine Hat. So mild-ish temperatures, but most communities are at least 5 degrees below normal for this time of year. And you can see the core of the system, that counterclockwise spin in the Pacific. You can see it starting to move on shore, and this is going to push a lot of moisture in. Now, it already has started, but the mountains are protecting us from a lot of this, but we will see some on and off moisture for the next few days. So be prepared for that. Okay, for tomorrow, 13 in Salmon Arm and Kelowna, looking at showers for tomorrow. Edmonton, 4 degrees, mainly cloudy skies. Rocky Mountain House and down and through Olds and Calgary, we are looking at the potential of some showers. Now for Calgary, it will be later in the day, closer to the supper time hours is when we're looking at getting our showers. Fog patches in the morning, but pretty quiet for most of the day. Lethbridge will likely see a couple raindrops as well. 9 degrees is our high for tomorrow, but that won't last long. It will start to drop off quickly by the supper hours. Then just a high of around that freezing mark for Wednesday and Thursday. If you want the warmer weather, here's what I've got for you. By the weekend, we'll get into the teens, and we should remain there for pretty much all of next week. Tara.
Thanks, Danielle.
The so-called torpedo bat, they're designed to have more wood on the sweet spot where the batter most often makes contact with the ball, giving them their distinct shape. Major League Baseball says the bat is in compliance with the rules, but some critics say the bat is akin to cheating and should be banned.
What do you think?
I don't know if I like it. If you're getting that many home runs in one game, are the Yankees just that good, or is the bat that good?
Well,
we shall see.
Do they ever get that many home runs right off the kick?
That, I mean,
That's a lot.
There's something in that bat. I don't know.
For 3 pitches? I mean, come on.
All right, let's talk about the forecast here. And we can say, come on, again, because tomorrow will be spring-y, right? We're looking at a high of 9, which is where we should be, late day showers, so springish anyway. But then it will switch over to snow Tuesday night, and we're looking at on and off snow Wednesday and Thursday with daytime highs around that freezing mark. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. And this one from Kevin Zwack along the Elbow River. Beautiful. Actually, this isn't the picture. Okay, I'll show you the Kevin picture tomorrow.
Thanks for your company tonight. Have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.